Okay. And then it's been a while that I upload some new video because what's that called? I got pneumonia in the past few weeks. Being hospitalized for 5 days, I think. But before that, I already hospitalized for 1 day, and then I got out and work for 10 days. After that, I got hospitalized again. Yeah. So it's like the first time I go to the hospital, uh, the infection is still there, and I'm not getting any better. No, I actually getting better because my white blood cell is 22 at the time. The first time I hospitalized, and then after I discharged, I had about 5 days of the Omentine, the antibiotic. So when I go back to the hospital, I do a blood test again. The white blood cell is go to 11.9, which is still high because what the doctor tell me normally is like 11, the highest, if I didn't recall it wrong. So yeah, it's quite painful, and now I try to really quit smoking, but still it's hard because before I smoke like 1 day a pack, and I smoked like when I was 17, I think, when I start to work, and I've been quit smoking like for 2 years before, two 2020 or yeah, 2020, I think, 2022, 2022, and then met my ex-girlfriend, and then smoke again. Fuck. Yeah, I blame her. And of course myself too, because yeah, I shouldn't do that when it's already keeping a 2 years clean record, right? Yeah, so no, I try sometimes maybe one or two cigarettes a day, but when I really get too tired, like yesterday, I maybe half pack. Yeah, I know it's bad because pneumonia, that I'm not like fully recovered yet. Sometimes I still have difficulty to breathe when I try to sleep if I getting too tired. Like my lungs can't keeping that strength for me. So yeah, but no, better, and because I smoke less, like really less, so my voice is actually my voice cord, I think, is better too. Like you can hear like my voice wasn't like too raspy compared to before. I think so because when I try to sing, it's really like better. So no matter what, that quit smoking is really good for the health, and also because I got hypertension. So yeah, I still have a little small cough and maybe a little flame, but it's not like a serious one. At least it's my body start to what is that? 就是 call 排出他们排出个叫啥儿了？排出排出体外英文 excrete from the body. Yeah. Okay. And then I was flu too before I hospitalized for the last time. So it's actually really painful that I cough and fucking already hard to breathe, and then my nose like constantly stuck. But yeah, I'm actually really better now. I hope we can stay in that way. Yeah, just a little update. And what's gonna to read is maybe I will use Claude for translation or some place. I will try. 那个他们是 Nightingale 吧 I think. Nightingale. Yes. Yeah, Florence Nightingale. So this book is about it's called 医学从巫术到科学 It's called fuck 医学从 this book this one this book From magic to molecules? No, not this. What is this book? I can't even remember. Is it originally is already in Chinese? I don't think so, really. But wait, this is page 36 again. Let me. Yeah, it's originally is Chinese, so that's why I can't find the English. So 医学英文 medicines, medicines. Yeah, it's from witchcraft to science. Yeah, so it's about what human done in the past to live, I think. It's an interesting book, actually. I actually hope that they got a translation version in English. So this chapter is about 准妈妈的鬼门关，保大人保小孩 about mothers who is waiting for labor. Is that called labor? Delivery. And 保大人保小孩 it means if anything happened, right, that you want to keep the child or the adult. And I don't know if this is about culture things or not. Maybe the Western will not ask question like this, that you want to save the adult or the baby. I think, because I never like live in the Western culture, right? So in I think in East Asian or Asian worlds, that in the old time, it's actually a questions that people will constantly ask. And I think that it's very obvious, especially it comes to when the mother is carrying a boy, you know, like they want an heir. So a boy can be an heir, but a daughter, a girl, she can't, right? So if like anything happens, that sometimes they were willing to keep the boy, the baby, but not the mother. You know, like mother is some disposable things to them. And I don't think I being exaggerate about it, especially in the old time. It's really a pathetic thought, I think, because it's not like everyone got thrones to, you know, like I find that man is very funny that they constantly want an heir. Like Chinese, they would say 传宗接代. So like passing the family name, something like that, and don't let it end in your hands, and only the boys can do that, because if you are a girl, right, and you marry, then your surname will become your husband one, so you are already not one of the people of your family, something like that. I'm sorry for my poor English, that I didn't explain it like more clear. Maybe it makes you feel confusing. But yeah, I think you can go search for it, about how, I mean, discrimination is happening in both Eastern and Western worlds, but even though the essence is the truth is the same things, that the patriarchy is the one that making women like suffering, but it shows in a very different ways because of the culture. So maybe it's really hard to people who grow up in a Western culture that will think that why Eastern people want a boy that much, like dying for it. Yeah. Well, so this chapter, let me read first. Nanny girl 因为在克里米亚战争之中的优异表现，成了万众瞩目的偶像。她也成了护理学的代言人。当时的护士女性很多，但是资质普遍不高，作风也不好。南丁格尔最初在招收护士时，就特别强调护士的品质。他选拔一批受过中等教育、年轻有活力的女性，从此逐渐形成传统，导致护士大多数都是女性。较少有男性。So, Nightingale, because of the war of Crete,克里米亚战争，英文。It's happening in 1853 to 1856. The war between the Russian empires and England, French, Osman, what? No, 沙丁王国 Crimean War. So Nightingale is like getting so much heat, attention, because she made a big effect in the war, right? So where's my book? Okay, so this one is like 成了万众瞩目的偶像, like she became an idol, and she became the 护理学 nursing science spokesperson, brand ambassador, endorser. Yeah, and you get the ideas. And it's because at that time the nurse female is a lot, but their quality 资质, I can't say 资质 as quality. potential qualification. Yeah, the qualification is not like very high, and the lifestyle is not that good either. So at the first, when Nightingale she was recruiting for the nurse, she is very specific about how the 品质 the quality, the character of the nurse. And so she chose a lot of young women, very vivid, vital, that have been educated, not like very high educated, but at least educated young women. So it became a traditional after time. This causing the nurse is mostly woman but less male. Okay. Also this 还有一个传统职业也清一色都是女性，那就是接生婆。So this one got a traditional occupation that is all woman. So it's called 接生婆 in 接生婆 midwife. Yes, midwife. Oh, midwife, not the current when we say midwife, I think. 传统意义上里从事这种行业的都不会是年轻人，起码都是大神级的女性长辈。长期以来，接生并不被其他医学所牵操，所以接生婆普遍来说也都没受过多少教育。在古代，无论东西方都不太主张女性接受教育，长期以来，女性医生都是凤毛麟角。医生们不但都是男性，也都不愿意与接生婆为伍。So in the traditional eyes, that a midwife, normally they won't be young people. They at least like your aunt, very old, senior, woman senior. And for a long time, that deliver a baby actually is not accepted by or approved by the medical science. So the midwife normally is not having that much of education too. So in the old time, no matter it's in the Western or the Eastern, they are not likely saying that females should get educated. So for a long time, the female doctor is like very, very rare. So the doctor normally is all male, and they don't even like to be with the midwife. Okay. 但是就在17世纪的欧洲，有一个家族的男性居然在以女性为主的接生婆行列中闯出了一片天下。过去生孩子一般都是找接生婆，不然就是自己老妈或女性长辈来帮个忙就解决了，怎么能让男人插手呢？男女授受不亲啊，这就说来话长了。But wait. Let me just. Hey, Claude. Baby. Okay, I let Claude translate it here to here. 电视剧中常常见的一个桥段就是产妇难产，到底要保大人还是保孩子呢？现在很多医生或医疗行业的媒体都已经出来辟谣了，医生根本不会这么问。 毕竟母子同舟，如果船翻了，谁都保不住，这个道理再明显不过。再说，从法律上和医学伦理上看，都不可能只保孩子。当然，不排除某些家属非要问这种问题，弄得护士都不耐烦了，直接回了一句：孩子还在娘胎里，妈都保不住，孩子怎么可能保住？没错，这话说的直截了当。我也感到很奇怪，既然医生护士都不会这么问，那么这个桥段是从哪里来的呢？有人说这是1980年代日本电视剧的桥段，后来便被到处沿用。我书读的少，找不到确切的来源。不过这是一个普遍的误解，但是凡事都有例外，话可不能说死。让我们把时间推回到古代，到底会不会出现要保大人还是保小孩的问题呢？Let me I'm gonna finish this and I think we will stop here. 这个前面的不上热。OK， 从前只有母亲已死才会动用剖腹产，在古代这问题一般来讲不用怀疑，就是全力保小孩。那大人呢？孩子他妈难道就不保了吗？不用保啦，孩子他妈已经死了。在古代生产一般来说都是女性自己的事儿，不会轻易请来医生，毕竟医生通常都是男性。如果到了必须请医生的程度，通常都是大人性命垂危之时。要是真的保不住了，孩子他妈都已经死了，那么就必须赶快动手术剖开肚子，把孩子取出来，说不定孩子还能活着。在全世界的名人之中，有谁是剖腹产的呢？传说中夏朝大禹的儿子启就是母亲变成石头以后，石头裂开诞生的。当然，这肯定是个传说。在印度同样有剖腹产的记载。古印度的孔雀王朝，约西元前324到西元前187年的第二位国王宾头梭罗的母亲在临产前中毒死亡。宾头梭罗就是靠剖腹才活下来的，我不知道有没有念错这个名字哦。婆梭罗吧。早在西元前700年，古罗马就有施行剖腹产的法律规定，也就是母亲死了，就必须赶快把孩子从母亲的肚子里取出来，然后才能安葬。传说罗马的凯撒就是剖腹产出生，因此英语里的剖腹产 Caesarean section 按照字面意思翻译就是凯撒切，又称帝王切开术。但是这只是个传说，大概是大家觉得凯撒太强大了，一定是命特别硬。毕竟当时剖腹产只有危机时刻、危机情况才会使用，能活下来的孩子都是命很硬的。不过别忘了，只有在母亲死后才实行剖腹产，但凯撒的母亲就在凯撒出生时还活得好好的。要是在凯撒他妈还活着的时候就实施剖腹产，能够活下来的几率并不大，因此凯撒很大的几率并不是剖腹产。反正在古代有关生孩子的事都是女性的事儿，孩子他爹只能在外面等消息。尽管准妈妈们痛得死去活来，但是医学并不介入，因为生孩子不是病，而是自然而然的物种繁衍过程。当然仁慈之心谁都有。中国古代有一些医生著书立说，一条条列出一大堆生孩子的注意事项，产前保养和产后恢复他们可能也能帮上忙，唯独生孩子的过程他们只能从理论上探讨，没有插手的机会。男女至大防，彼此不能随意接触，让大夫们只能干瞪眼没辙，而接生婆们可能连大字也不是一个，因此不可能会留下记录，更不可能著书立说。于是理论和实践仍处于相互脱节的状态，这一点在东西方都一样。到了1554年，瑞士医生雅各鲁夫·杰克·罗夫写了《论人类的生育》The Concept to a Generation Hominis。 I really randomly, I don't know is it this how you read it 本书在接下来1个世纪内都是医学界与助产士的重要教材，总算有医学界人士涉足生产的领域了。当然了，这本书以现在观点来看也是错误百出，很多内容这位鲁夫医生可能并没有亲自接触过， 也许是超古人的记录，或是向接生婆们打听来的。Okay, let me. But in 17th century Europe, there was a man from one family who managed to carve out a name for himself in the midwifery profession, a field dominated almost entirely by women. Back then, childbirth was handled by midwives as a matter of course, or else a woman's own mother or a senior female relative. Relative? Who come to lend a hand. How could a man possibly be allowed to get involved? Man and woman weren't supposed to touch each other. That story, though, is a long one. A standard dramatic device in television dramas is the typical labor scenes, where someone has to choose, save the mother or save the child. These days, many doctors and medical industry media figures have already come out to dispel this myth. A doctor simply would not ask that questions. 我就说嘛, mother and child are in the same boat. If the boat capsized, no one can be safe, and nothing makes this plainer. Beyond that, legally and medically, prioritizing the child alone is not an option. Not that this stops certain family members from demanding an answer anyway, driving nurses so mad that they have been known to fire back. The baby is still in the womb. If we can't save the mother, how do you expect us to save the baby? Fair enough. Straight to the point. I find it genuinely strange, since neither doctors nor nurses would ever ask that question. Where did this dramatic device come from? Some say it originated in Japanese TV dramas of the 1980s and was subsequently recycled everywhere. I haven't read widely enough to track down the precise source, so I can't say for certain. What I can say is that it's a widespread misconception. Still, every rule has its exceptions, and one should never speak in absolutes. Let's wind the clock back to antiquity. Could this choice between saving the mother and saving the child ever have actually arisen? In the old days, caesarean sections were only performed after the mother had already died. In ancient times, the answer to this question was, generally speaking, not even up for debate. You save the child and the mother? Well, the child's mother was already dead. In antiquity, childbirth was, by and large, entirely a woman's affair. Calling a physician was not done lightly, since physicians were usually men. If the situation had deteriorated to the point where the physician was summoned, it typically meant the mother's life was hanging by a thread. And if she truly could not be saved, if the child's mother had already died, then the only course was to cut open the abdomen as quickly as possible and extract the child. There was at least a chance the baby might survive. Okay? So, fuck. You finish this, and then we'll bye-bye. Among the famous figures of the world who has born by caesarean section, according to legend, Qi, the son of Yu of Yu, the great of the Xia dynasty, was born after his mother transformed into a stone and the stone split open. That, of course, is myth. Records, fuck, what the fuck with my tongue? Records of caesarean birth exist in India as well. The mother of Bindusara, the second king of the ancient Indian Maurya Empire, during the time, died of poisoning just before delivery, and Bindusara survived only because he was cut free. As early as 700 BCE, ancient Rome already had laws mandating caesarean delivery. If a mother died, the child had to be extracted from her womb before she could be buried. Legend holds that Julius Caesar himself was born this way, which is why the English term Caesarean section translates literally as Caesar's cut, also rendered as imperial incisions. This is only a legend, though, probably born from people that deciding that Caesar was simply too formidable, too fated for greatness. Since in those days a Caesarean was performed only under the most dire circumstances, and any child who survived it was clearly made of stern stuff. But don't forget, the procedure was carried out only after the mother had died. Caesar's mother, however, was very much alive when Caesar was born. Had a Caesar been performed on a living mother at the time, the odds of survival were slim, making it highly unlikely Caesar was delivered that way. In antiquity, as a rule, anything to do with childbirth belonged to woman's domain. The father could only wait outside for news. Expectant mothers might labor to the very edge of death, yet medicine did not intervene. Because giving birth was not an illness, it was a natural process of species propagation. Propagation. Yeah? No?
Propagation.
Propagation. Okay, fine. Of course, compassion is universal. Some ancient Chinese physicians did set down in writing long lists of precautions for childbirth. Prenatal care and postnatal recovery were areas where they could contribute. But the birth itself was something they could only theorize about. There was no opportunity for hands-on involvement. Men and women must not touch. The taboo against physical contact between the sexes left physicians able only to wring their hands helplessly, while the midwives who actually did the work were often entirely illiterate, making it impossible for them to leave written records, let alone also treatises. I hate myself. Theory and practice thus remain severed from each other, and this was equally true in both East and West. Then in 1554, the Swiss physician Jacob volunteered remained an essential text for the medical establishment and midwives alike for the following century, marking, alas, a moment when the medical profession set foot in the territory of childbirth. By modern standards, of course, the book is riddled with errors. Much of its content was probably never directly observed by Ruth himself, drawn instead from copying ancient records, or from what he had heard secondhand from midwives. Wait, how is this?
Records.
Is this got records? Is this got English pronunciation?
Records.
Records. Okay, records.
Records.
Did I just read something like in between, like between American and the British? I don't know. It's fucking confusing, right? God. Yeah. I would like to finish it, but it's like this long. Okay. Not even a new chapter yet. God. Alright. I'm gonna Never gonna let you down. Never gonna. Wait, this song again. Never gonna give you up, yeah. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Oh, I didn't wrong. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're tired. I'm sorry. But it is. Ringo. Recently, this is you're so hypnotizing. Could you be the devil? Could you be an angel? Your touch, magnetizing. Feels like I've been floating. Leaves my body glowing. That's sad. I the futuristic lover, the friend, you're from. Wait, is it haunted house? Is this thing? I can't remember. Kiss me, kiss me, even me loving, fill me with your poison. Take me, wanna be alright with them, ready for adoption. Meow, 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 meow. What the fuck I'm doing right now? Oh, right. My Nadia's new song. I don't know if we got lyrics yet. Fuck, I can remember the fucking first. You're so fucking cool. Holding like a fool. You're so fucking cool. Yeah, these are very sensual, I think. Yeah. But I like this song, okay? Go listen. Please go listen. Go listen. Okay, I'm gonna go now. See you maybe in a few days or a week. Good night. No. Good day.